Welcome back to my little creative corner of the internet. Or welcome if you're new. In today's video we're gonna flip through my bullet journal for 2023 before we will be starting fresh for the new year in this little guy. I'm really excited to start using this bullet journal for the new year, but for now we will put that one aside and take a little tour of my 2023 bullet journal. I can't believe it's already, again, time to flip through the completed bullet journal for 2023, but I feel like that's what I'm always saying at that point in the video and the time of the year, so let's just get into it. I started this bullet journal with my normal grid dot cheat sheet where I can flip back throughout the year to see how to create some layouts and a little title page for 2023. Most of the time I'm not really coming back to the page. I'm always setting that one up, but I don't come back to it. But you never know, sometimes you might come back to it. So I did already do it again in the new bullet journal. A little mood board for the year, and then the classical overview of the year and my lunar moon calendar for the year of 2023. Those were both printables from my own shop. Here I had my goals page of the year. I did complete quite a few of them and I have to still tick them off, as well as fill out the little tracker page here for YouTube and YouTube Shorts. I did quite a bunch more YouTube Shorts than I had originally planned when starting this year, so I'm quite pleased with my process from that one this year. And there's my normal calendar overview pages. Those ones are just essentials to plan out my days. Another two very empty pages, but I did track all those progresses with the theater plays I watched and the books I read throughout 2023 in my phone, and I still have to copy it into here just to keep the memories of what I did read throughout the year. Most of the time, a few of my yearly trackers I do that I track it digitally and then I have to fill it out later in the year, just to as a kind of keepsake to have it to look back on later down the road, as well as here the YouTube steps as well, the same procedure. Here's my Etsy page, planner and ideas page. That was a spread I didn't really use throughout 2023. This is another Etsy thing I didn't really use. My content strategy page also is a bit empty. This is another thing I planned more digital than instead of in my bullet journal, so I will be doing that more digitally in the upcoming year, and I also will make another video for all of you guys about how I create my vision for the new year and my creative adventures and my creative process for the new year to grow as an artist. So here we come into the monthly pages for 2023. This one is the first title page. It's for January, and I must say I'm absolutely still in love with how this theme turned out, and I'm kind of proud. I always love my January themes. I don't know why January is always one of my favorite months. This one it was. I also really like this quote still: "Be kind to others, to your mind, to the planet." And then a little more collage style months at a glance spread as well. One of my favorites, I think. I just really like this collage style, and I really want to go back to make more collage things in the new year and just stick with this style more for my bullet journal, because it just makes me happy and I like it, and you can always go back to a page and add a little more few bits and pieces, and that's what I really like. And I also want to try to go with the flow more in the new year, in the upcoming year, to make my bullet journal work a bit better with my schedule and all the busy things going on. Just have to figure out how I will be able to record some YouTube Shorts throughout the months while planning in my bullet journal, but I just want to try some different things to see what works for me the best. Here's just a YouTube and brain dump page. My habit tracker and the game plan style was my favorite at that moment. I did a little win of the day spread. This is one of my favorite kind of spreads to do, to just keep in mind all the positive things about the day, but maybe this is a spread I would transfer from my bullet journal more to my personal journal. I really want to split it up a bit more in the upcoming year. Use my bullet journal more for planning and looking into the future and writing down dates and track some progresses about habits and everything. Like a tracker and planner space should be my journal, and the documenting my life and my experience should be a bit more my personal journal. That's my idea at the moment so far. We will see how it goes. Here we are in February for 2023. Another kind of collage style spread for the title page. My months at a glance that didn't really got any kind of views out of it. I was really busy in January, so I didn't really track and fill out my game plan, habit tracker, or anything else. Here's my YouTube spread for the months and some weekly spreads for February that I did reuse later on down the line to jot down some ideas and notes. Here we come to March. This is another one of my favorite spreads. I think, to be honest, I just really enjoyed all the title pages in this year's bullet journal very much. Another really, really empty monthly spread because life was so crazy busy at that time. I kind of have the bad habit of falling out of using my planner and bullet journal when it gets crazy busy in life. But to be honest, that should be the time when I use it the most. But somehow I always fall off the habit of using my bullet journal when it gets crazy busy. So maybe we can do something about that in the upcoming year. We will see. Another title page for April this time. There I had some vintage pressed flowers as my little theme, and I as well did really enjoy this one. Then my monthly page for April. As always, all the monthly Plan With Me videos where you can see me set up the monthly spreads for each month of 2023, I will leave in the description down below. In April we reached 900 subscribers here on YouTube, and I was really proud of that, so I drew a little icon here in the calendar. Then here are some weekly spreads that didn't really get any use. Like I already said, it was crazy busy, so I didn't use the journal. What an irony. Here is kind of the same, and I really want to change that in the upcoming year. I don't really have all the plan figured out how to make it possible to use it more when it gets crazy busy, or how I can get the most out of it, but I really know that I have to rethink it and change things up to make it more useful for myself. And that's the beautiful thing about bullet journaling, that you can change it however you want to make it your own. Here's my title spread for May with a coffee theme. Just another one of these spreads I really like. As I already said, I just think I'm in love with all the title pages I created for 2023. Here's my monthly overview in a different layout. This was another layout I really did quite a few of in 2023 because it really worked for me at the time, because there's a bunch of more space for to-do lists. This month I didn't really use it, but in other months it came in quite handy. Here are another few weekly spreads that didn't get the use that I wanted to get out of it. Here's the same. I did come back later and used it for some notes. That came in quite handy. Here we are already in June, so you see I didn't fill out as much in the journal as I used to. Normally I did quite pack full one journal in a year. This time this didn't really happen. But anyways, it was full enough to start a new one. I just like the fresh start for the upcoming year. And I always like to leave myself the space to use my bullet journal more on a daily or regular weekly basis. So I wanted the fresh start, and I needed the fresh start. That's why this bullet journal will have a few empty pages here in the end, but I will always come back to it and use it for different projects and writing down some ideas and stuff throughout the years. It's always kind of comes in handy to grab one of my old journals and just write stuff down that I know I need a place to put it, to keep it for the future, but it's not the most important note that I will need to get back to right away next month or next week or something, so it can be stored for future purposes. So here's my June title page with the post stamp theme. my June calendar overview. I really enjoyed this theme as well with the little post-stamp stickers I created. These are up in my Etsy shop as well. I will leave a link to that in the description down below as well. Here are my weekly spreads for June. They were a bit plain, but I did use them, so I'm happy about that. Then July, the theme was analog photography, and I had quite a lot of fun setting this one up as well. Here I did a more complex monthly layout with the film stripes. I really enjoyed creating that one, and I really enjoyed having it, but I realized it's a little bit difficult to use on a daily basis, because it's so much information that it kind of distracts from the things that I really need to have at one view on my calendar on a normal basis. So I did get back to a more simple monthly layouts later on. Here are some YouTube trackers and some idea pages where I tried to collect some ideas for the upcoming year of content. Here I did a content and videos overview spread to track all the processes in the different stages a YouTube video can be in. Another YouTube video planner up to the next year. I didn't really fill out the end of the year here, so I could go back and do that. And a little mood board collage I created. Here's another title page for August. August was a flower light academia vintage inspired theme, and I really enjoyed using my butterfly stickers for this theme. Here's another calendar overview spread. I did try to create a daily YouTube Shorts challenge for August, but I didn't really complete it, and I really first realized that putting out daily short videos is quite a commitment, but I did come back to it throughout the year. So I did the Inktober challenge you might have seen, we will come to that later on, and the 24 days of creativity challenge for December, and that was quite a commitment. So I see how I will do, if I will do any daily YouTube Shorts challenge in the upcoming year. Here's another habit tracker for YouTube and Instagram, as well as some of my daily just habits. As you see, I did fill out a bit of things, but then I didn't really complete it, filling it out, not because I didn't complete the habits, but I kind of fell off the habit to grab my journal at the end of each day and to look back on it, and I kind of want to do that more often, to get a clearer headspace, to make sure that I'm on track with all my different habits in the new year. Yeah, here's some more unused, just set up beautiful, or a little bit used, set up weekly spreads for August. And I really want to get more into the habits of using my journal on a really daily basis, just jotting down notes, and maybe I have to come up with a bit of a different setup where it's more messy, where I have more free space. I don't know yet. I really want to make a brain dump later on, maybe just use this journal in the empty pages in the end to do that, to kind of make a little bit of a plan how I can do some beautiful bullet journaling videos for all of you guys and just keep my journal visually and aesthetically pleasing like I love it, because I really need that. Otherwise I will completely fall off the habit of using it, but also make it more usable for myself to get into the daily habit of using my bullet journal again. I think it would help me quite a lot to keep on track with all the different things I have going on in my life. So we will see. If I find the perfect system for that, I will always let you know, and I will keep you in the loop and take you on the journey of finding my own style of bullet journaling that is absolutely aesthetically pleasing and creative, and also messy enough to have space for my life and my daily to-dos. Here's my September bullet journal title page. Again, absolutely love my title pages this year. Another monthly overview, and I think that those are always helpful to have the very important days and dates written down in each month. Here is my habit tracker and my brain dump page, where I did write down all the informations for the shop update in autumn. I don't know in which way I will keep the habit tracker sort of running in the new year. I don't know if that is really something it's not that helpful for me at the moment, because it's always I like use it 4 days and then I fall off the habit of filling it out, and then it's sitting empty and it it's just frustrating for me to look at it and think like, oh, I didn't really do my habits. But that's not true. I did do them, but I didn't found the time to track them. So, like I said, have to find a bit of a different style of system for myself. That's my big goal for the upcoming year. Here's another cute weekly spread I did. Here I did use an empty weekly spread to create a little like journal entry for the video days that YouTube was kind enough to send me to. It was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun, and I absolutely loved creating this page, and maybe I can include more of these like journal entry kind of collage style things in the future to make it a bit more personal. I don't know yet. Sometimes I feel like I want too many different things from my bullet journal. I want to have it all at once, and then I want to make it more minimal and more focused on one particular aspect, and I just have to talk with myself and think about what aspect is more important for me, because it can't be both everything and just one thing. That's kind of the opposite from each other. That's not possible, so we will see. Next is the October title page. This is another one of my favorites. It's just so minimal and just so much going on at the same time. It's like the completely opposite from each other. It's just, I love it. I really think it's cute, and it's magical. It's witchy, Halloween themed enough, but not so in your face orange spooky. The perfect witchy vibes for October. Here is my months at a glance overview spread, and again, not really used. I was so busy with Inktober in October this year that I kind of didn't really do any of my weekly spreads for October. October was just so busy. That's why I just don't know how many YouTube Shorts daily challenges I will be able to do in the upcoming year. We will see. By the way, how is the footage looking? It's my first YouTube video recording with my new camera as well as the new microphone, so I hope sound is so much better than usual, and I hope the picture quality is amazing as well. I'm really excited to see what it looks and sounds like when I'm editing. Here we are up to November already. Can't believe it's like 100 pages into the journal and we are in November. That's crazy. The journal normally has 200 pages, so we're in the middle and it's already the end of the year, like I already said. This bullet journal didn't get the use I wanted to give it to it this year. Here's the monthly overview for November. I really liked November's theme with the computer stickers. I think they turned out so super cute. And I also really enjoyed setting up those cute computer themed weekly spreads, and I did use them a little bit, at least. Here is another weekly spread that didn't get used, and here is my planning spread for the Holidays with Shorts challenge that I did in December for the 24 Days of Creativity challenge that I created on the channel. And then we are already in December. I can't believe it's just 110 pages and we are already in the final year of the journal. Yeah, that definitely has to change next year. I really want to change it. I want to keep it at a level that I will be able to fit 1 year into one journal. I think that's quite nice. I really enjoy having everything of a year in one journal only, so I don't want to go too much overboard, but I really want to use it more, and I think I can relieve a bunch of my head space and my stress and like mental clutter if I will be able to figure out a better system for my bullet journal and planner in the upcoming year. And I'm also excited for the fresh start and the revamp, and I'm very sure I will also make it aesthetically pleasing. I absolutely love doing that, so just have to figure out the system to make it look cute and cozy and everything. December was another really busy month, and it was a busy month where I did use my journal, at least the monthly overview spread, and I really enjoyed doing that to use it more. Then I had another thankful page that didn't quite get used, so I will migrate these kind of pages definitely to my personal journal in the upcoming year. And Christmas gifts list that I also did do digital then, and that's also a bit of a struggle, but I will figure it out in in the new year to make sure that I keep the right balance between the things that I need on a daily basis at work as well, and that I have to have on my iPad to have it accessible at any time, and the things that are good to have in my journal to keep them for the future and to plan them out in a physical, analog way. I did have a bunch of notes at the end of the journal. That's what I did throughout the year when I listened to some classes or I did work on stuff and needed to write something down. We had some YouTube Shorts challenges or stuff. Then I did flip the journal upside down and wrote down a bunch of notes. So that's another handy thing I did, and I'm quite happy about that. It's not completely only 115 pages that did get used from this journal, but there are a few empty ones, and I really want to change that for the new year, hopefully. So let's get on to a creative journey and figure out a way to use your bullet journal for your creative adventures and to make it work as best as you can for your creative brain and your own artistic needs and planning needs, because that's what bullet journaling is for. Make it your own, make it work for you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bullet journal flip through and the little tour of 2023 in my bullet journal, and I also hope you enjoyed all our creative adventures in 2023, and let's get excited for all our new adventures in 2024. I can't wait to fill up this bad boy with an amazing creative planner system and bullet journaling setup for the new year, coming with a bunch of new creative adventures, some fun and exciting new projects. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, a thumbs up would make me really happy. And if you want to join me on my creative journey, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you want to let me know what's your focus point for your bullet journal in 2024, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Until then, see you in the next video.